General, even if we do get the locations, how are you going to decide which one to transfer?
In the mid-1960s, Irwin Allen, known for his work on science fiction films, decided to create a new TV series called The Time Tunnel. The story revolved around two scientists who accidentally travel through time while working on a secret government project. The casting process proved crucial to bringing this exciting adventure to life. To find the right actors, producers held numerous auditions across Hollywood. For the lead roles of Dr. Tony Newman and Dr. Doug Phillips, they sought talented men who could portray intellectuals with strong screen presence. After several rounds of tryouts, James Darren and Robert Colbert were cast as the time-traveling duo. Their undeniable chemistry helped make the characters relatable and engaging throughout the series. James Darren, already famous for his singing career and appearances in various movies like Gidget, had initially planned to focus solely on music. However, he couldn't resist the allure of acting again when offered the part in this classic. Meanwhile, Robert Colbert gained attention after starring alongside Elvis Presley in Girls, before landing his role in The Time Tunnel. Selecting supporting characters required careful consideration too. Veteran actress Whit Bissell took on the role of General Heywood Kirk, overseeing the Time Tunnel project. With decades of experience under his belt, including notable performances in sci-fi films such as I Was a Teenage Werewolf, Bissell brought authority and credibility to the table. Another significant character was Dr. Anne MacGregor, played by Lee Meriwether. She joined the team following her success as Catwoman in the 1966 Batman movie. Her addition added both glamour and intelligence to the mix. Casting director Bill Blankenship recalls the importance of finding individuals who gelled together well during read-throughs and rehearsals. He stated, "It wasn't just about individual talent. It was also about creating a harmonious ensemble." Indeed, the successful blend of personalities became evident in every episode of this iconic series.
What the devil happened?
We almost brought the comet in.
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi TV series, was brought to life under the skilled direction of Irwin Allen. Known for his innovative approaches, Allen crafted this classic adventure with a unique blend of suspense and humor. His creative influences stemmed from a love for scientific concepts and a desire to explore human drama within extraordinary circumstances. Allen's distinct style leaned towards visually striking sets and costumes, which were evident in the design of the time tunnel itself, a vibrant, swirling vortex that captured viewers' imaginations. This flair for visual storytelling extended to the diverse historical settings depicted in each episode, allowing the audience to step into different eras with ease. Collaboration played a significant role in shaping the series. Allen worked closely with writers, producers, cast, and crew members to maintain consistency in narrative tone and character development across episodes. He fostered an environment where ideas could freely flow, encouraging everyone involved to contribute their best work. Cast members have often spoken about Allen's hands-on approach during filming. For instance, he would guide actors through scenes, offering suggestions to help them better understand their characters' motivations and emotions. This personal touch resulted in strong performances that added depth to the storylines. Moreover, Allen's collaboration with special effects teams led to groundbreaking techniques for depicting time travel on screen. These pioneering efforts set new standards for future productions, further solidifying Allen's reputation as a visionary director. In summary, Irwin Allen's directorial vision for the Time Tunnel combined compelling narratives with stunning visuals, creating a timeless piece of television history.
Here, they see danger in everything they do not fully understand. In this case, the time capsule. Colonel Hruda.
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi series, captivated audiences with its thrilling story of time travel. As children, we would rush home from school to watch the adventures of Tony Newman and Doug Phillips. This show inspired my love for science fiction and time travel stories. Did you know that The Time Tunnel was one of the most expensive TV shows produced at the time, with each episode costing around $250,000? Or that the show was canceled after only one season due to low ratings, despite its high production values? And did you know that the show's iconic time tunnel set was actually a modified version of the roller coaster track from the 1964 New York World's Fair? Perhaps your most cherished memory of the time tunnel is different from mine. Maybe you remember the thrill of seeing ancient Rome, or the excitement of visiting the Titanic before it sank. Whatever your memory, we would love to hear your stories and experiences related to this classic show. So, stay tuned for more fun facts about the time tunnel, and be sure to share your memories and experiences in the comments below.
And where's that?
It is that place where I arrived. Come!
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi series, took viewers on an exciting journey through time. The set design was a marvel, featuring a futuristic time machine and various historical settings. The show's creators built a massive circular set for the time tunnel, complete with glowing lights and high-tech controls. To depict different historical eras, the production team had to create diverse sets, from ancient civilizations to revolutionary America. They faced logistical challenges, such as sourcing accurate props and costumes, and transforming sets to represent different time periods. One innovative technique employed in this classic was the use of chroma key, or green screen, technology. This allowed the characters to appear in various historical settings without physically traveling to those locations. The actors performed in front of a green backdrop, and the production team added the background scenery later. However, this cutting-edge technology had its limitations. The green screen sometimes resulted in visible lines around the actors, and the backgrounds could appear artificial. Despite these challenges, the team persisted, creating a visually engaging show that captured the imagination of audiences. The logistical challenges and innovative techniques used in the production of the Time Tunnel contributed to its enduring appeal. The show's ability to transport viewers to different eras through creative set design and groundbreaking technology made it a captivating addition to the world of television. The Time Tunnel, a classic 1966 sci-fi TV series, offers a thrilling journey through time. The show follows the adventures of two scientists, Tony Newman and Doug Phillips, who become lost in time while testing an experimental time machine. The series was created by Irwin Allen, known for his work on other popular shows such as Lost in Space and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Allen's expertise in creating engaging and exciting storylines is evident in the Time Tunnel. The show's writing team, including Shimon Winselberg and Leonard Stad, also contributed to the show's success with their well-crafted scripts. The Time Tunnel boasts a talented cast, including James Darren as Tony Newman and Robert Colbert as Doug Phillips. The chemistry between the two leads is one of the show's strengths, making it easy for viewers to become invested in their journey through time. The supporting cast, including Whit Bissell as General Heywood Kirk and Lee Meriwether as Dr. Anne MacGregor, also delivers solid performances. The show's special effects, while dated by today's standards, were impressive for its time. The team, led by L.B. Abbott, created a variety of convincing time travel sequences and historical settings. The use of matte paintings, miniatures, and rear projection helped bring the show's time-traveling adventures to life. The Time Tunnel covers a wide range of historical events, from the sinking of the Titanic to the Battle of Gettysburg. This approach not only provides a diverse range of settings and stories, but also serves as a form of educational entertainment. The show's blend of history and sci-fi makes it a unique and entertaining viewing experience. In conclusion, The Time Tunnel is a classic sci-fi TV series that offers a thrilling journey through time. With its talented cast, engaging storylines, and impressive special effects, it's easy to see why the show has endured in popularity. Whether you're a fan of classic sci-fi or just looking for an entertaining show to watch, The Time Tunnel is definitely worth checking out.
Wait a minute. What we need is a smoke attack.
Smoke attack?
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi television series, is a classic example of how music can significantly enhance a show's narrative and emotional tone. The show's score was primarily the work of composer John Scott, who was known for his work on films like The Ivory Crest File and Ryan's Daughter. Scott's music for The Time Tunnel was designed to mirror the series' fast-paced, adventurous nature. He often used bold, brassy sounds to underscore the action and suspense. The main title theme, for instance, features a driving rhythm and a memorable melody, perfectly setting the stage for each episode's time-traveling adventure. In addition to the original score, The Time Tunnel also featured a variety of popular songs from the 1960s. These tunes were often used to punctuate scenes or to provide a contrast to the more dramatic underscore. For example, a scene might feature a tense confrontation between characters, scored with a dramatic piece of music, followed by a lighter pop song as the characters move to a new location. The musicians involved in creating the music for The Time Tunnel recall the experience fondly. John Scott, in a 2005 interview, described the show as a lot of fun to work on. The music had to be big and bold, and I think we achieved that. The show's lead actor, James Darren, who played Doug Phillips, also spoke about the music in a 2016 interview. He noted that the music really added to the excitement and the sense of adventure. It was a big part of what made the show so much fun to watch. In conclusion, the music of the Time Tunnel played a crucial role in establishing the show's tone and enhancing its narrative. Whether it was the original score by John Scott or the popular songs from the 1960s, the music was a key element in bringing this classic series to life.
Go with that, Captain Dreyfus.
You don't have any choice. Who dare?
In the world of 1960s television, props were often reused across different shows. The computers and guns in the Time Tunnel, for instance, also appeared in Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Land of the Giants, and Batman. The Time Tunnel featured a number of notable actors. Robert Duvall, who played Tony Newman, has an impressive film career, with 8 of his films selected for the National Film Registry. These include To Kill a Mockingbird, Bullet, MASH, The Godfather, The Conversation, The Godfather Part 2, Network, and Apocalypse Now. John Hoyt, who played General Heywood Kirk, had a long and varied career in theater, film, and television. He started out performing comedy routines in nightclubs before making his Broadway debut in the late 1920s. During the 1930s, he was a member of the Mercury Theater, but his military service interrupted his career in 1945. In the 1960s and 1970s, he was often cast as a thin-lipped, silver-haired villain in television episodes.
The Ghost Force has left Tony's body. Small consolation if Tony dies.
Maybe we can try for retreat.
One of the most iconic scenes in the TV series The Time Tunnel occurs in the pilot episode, titled Rendezvous with Yesterday. This scene shows our 2 protagonists, Dr. Tony Newman and Doug Phillips, entering the Time Tunnel for the first time and being transported back to the Civil War era. As they step into the swirling vortex of the Time Tunnel, the camera work captures their sense of wonder and fear beautifully. The lighting changes dramatically, casting eerie shadows across their faces, while the sound effects create a tense atmosphere. The special effects team did an excellent job creating the illusion of movement through space and time. Director Sutton Rowley uses close-up shots effectively to convey the emotions of the characters during this pivotal moment. James Darren and Robert Colbert give compelling performances, displaying wide-eyed amazement and trepidation as they embark on their journey. Their reactions feel genuine, drawing viewers into the story. This unforgettable sequence sets the tone for the rest of the series, leaving audiences eager to discover what other historical periods the duo will visit. According to Darren, filming this particular scene was both exciting and nerve-wracking due to its groundbreaking nature. He recalls feeling a mix of anticipation and anxiety, hoping that fans would respond positively to the innovative concept. Interestingly, producer Irwin Allen initially planned to depict the pair traveling to various locations around the globe rather than throughout history. However, after realizing the potential appeal of exploring different eras, he decided to change course. Thankfully, he made the right choice. Another notable aspect of this scene is how it establishes the theme of human curiosity driving scientific discovery. Both main characters risk everything out of sheer fascination, which resonates deeply with many viewers even today. By tapping into this universal desire for knowledge and exploration, the Time Tunnel remains timeless entertainment. Undoubtedly, this inaugural ride through the Time Tunnel has left an indelible mark on science fiction television history. Over 50 years later, it continues to inspire new generations of fans who appreciate the bold creativity displayed by the cast and crew members involved in bringing this imaginative tale to life.
The weapons that are available. What year is this?
In the world of 1960s television, the Time Tunnel featured notable actors. Robert Duvall, who studied acting at the Neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater, appeared in the series after gracing the stages of A View from the Bridge and Tomorrow at St. Mark's Playhouse. Paul Fix, with nearly 300 film appearances, is best remembered for his role as Marshal Micah Torrance in The Rifleman. Shifting focus, Michael Pate portrayed various Indian characters, rescuing TV Western heroes from dire circumstances 5 times. Notably, he saved Ralph Teeger in Hondo and The War Cry, and John Wayne in the film Hondo from Hot Coal Ordeals. In the Time Tunnel, these seasoned actors brought their diverse experiences to life, crafting unforgettable performances that captivated audiences. Each week, viewers stepped into the time-traveling adventures of the show, never knowing which historical events or characters they might encounter. This classic series remains a testament to the enduring appeal of time travel stories and the talented actors who bring them to life. Who knows where the time tunnel might take us next? The possibilities are as endless as the annals of history. The Time Tunnel, a 1966 TV series, gained a significant following and left a lasting impression on audiences. The show, with its thrilling time travel adventures, captured the imagination of viewers and influenced popular culture in various ways. Set in a secret government facility, the series follows two scientists who travel through time, encountering historical figures and events. This classic resonated with audiences due to its unique blend of adventure, history, and science fiction. The Time Tunnel contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. For instance, it subtly addressed the importance of understanding history and how past events shape the present. By depicting time travelers interacting with historical figures, the series encouraged viewers to reflect on the consequences of actions and the interconnectedness of humanity. Moreover, the show's diverse settings and time periods allowed it to explore different cultures and societies. This exposure to various historical contexts broadened viewers' perspectives and fostered curiosity about the past. In pop culture, the Time Tunnel left an indelible mark. Its innovative concept inspired later time travel productions, and its special effects, although dated by today's standards, were groundbreaking for the era. The series also showcased the potential of visual storytelling, paving the way for more sophisticated narratives in science fiction. In summary, the Time Tunnel resonated with audiences through its engaging storytelling and exploration of historical events and cultural themes. Its influence on popular culture remains evident today as it continues to inspire filmmakers and captivate viewers.
Who could have killed him?
Moving on to the individuals involved in the Time Tunnel television series, Robert Duvall, who played Tony Newman, is an accomplished director with an Oscar-nominated performance for his role in The Apostle in 1997. James Darren, who portrayed Doug Phillips, had a son named Jim Moray with his first wife, Gloria Terlitsky, a childhood sweetheart. His second wife, Evie Norland, Miss Denmark of 1958, gave him two more sons, Christian and Anthony. Carroll O'Connor, who played General Heywood Kirk, was an advocate for free speech during his time at the University of Montana. As an associate editor for the college newspaper, The Kaiman, he resigned in protest when the administration pressured the paper to confiscate and destroy an issue containing a cartoon depicting the Montana Board of Education as rats gnawing at university funds.
Rest, gentlemen. We'll wait here for our scouts to come in.
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi TV series, was met with mixed reviews upon its release. While some critics praised its innovative concept and special effects, others criticized it for weak storylines and uneven acting. Noted television critic Jack Gould of the New York Times described the show as a fascinating idea, but lamented that its execution often leaves something to be desired. He noted that despite impressive production values and visuals, the stories lacked depth and complexity. On the other hand, Variety commended the series for its ambition and creativity, stating that it provides a refreshing change from standard TV fare. They particularly appreciated the imaginative sets and costumes, which helped bring each time period vividly to life. Audiences seemed divided too. Some viewers found themselves captivated by the thrilling adventures through history, while others felt let down by shallow character development and predictable plots. Despite this, the show developed a loyal fan base who admired its daring approach to science fiction. As far as awards go, The Time Tunnel didn't receive many during its initial run. However, over time, it has gained cult status among sci-fi enthusiasts and been recognized for its influence on future productions in the genre. This delayed appreciation underscores how perceptions can evolve and grow beyond immediate popular opinion. Being part of a groundbreaking series like The Time Tunnel meant being associated with pushing boundaries in television storytelling. Even if the contemporary responses were lukewarm, the lasting impact on pop culture affirms the significance of the endeavor.
What's important? Your friend will die for the cause.
In the TV series The Time Tunnel, actor James T. Callahan plays a significant role, although he may be most recognized for his performance as Mr. Powell in the 80s sitcom Charles in Charge. Interestingly, despite portraying a Navy man in Charles in Charge, Callahan actually served in the Army. Additionally, the time tunnel secured Emmy nominations in 2 consecutive years due to the unique overlap in eligibility criteria for the 1967 and 1968 awards. Meanwhile, British actor Michael Rennie, who also appears in this classic, had a notable career before joining the cast. He starred in The 13th Letter, directed by Otto Preminger, who later involved him in a countersuit related to his divorce proceedings. This just goes to show that even supporting actors in the time tunnel brought their own rich histories to the set.
It's pretty bad, Skipper.
Tell us how to make the repairs. We'll follow instructions.
During the filming of this classic, The Time Tunnel, the set was a bustling hub of activity. The massive set, designed to resemble the interior of a time tunnel, was constructed in a huge soundstage. It featured a twisting, turning tunnel that seemed to go on for miles, adorned with colorful lights and whirling machinery. The show's 2 leads, James Darren and Robert Colbert, were no strangers to the world of television. However, they found the filming of the time tunnel to be a unique experience. The set was so large that they would often get lost while navigating their way through the twisting tunnel. To help them find their way, the crew would leave a trail of breadcrumbs, just like in the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. Despite the challenges of filming in such a massive set, the cast and crew of the time tunnel remained dedicated to their work. They were determined to create a show that would captivate audiences and transport them to different eras in history. And they succeeded, as the time tunnel went on to become a beloved classic, resonating with viewers for generations to come. The show's success was due in large part to the hard work and dedication of the cast and crew. They spent long hours on set, perfecting every detail to ensure that the show was of the highest quality. And their efforts paid off, as the time tunnel became a hit with audiences and critics alike. One of the show's most memorable episodes featured a trip to the Titanic. The crew spent weeks researching the ship and its history, ensuring that every detail was accurate. They even built a replica of the ship's grand staircase, which was a marvel to behold. The episode was a huge success, and it remains one of the most beloved episodes of the series. In the end, the time tunnel was more than just a television show. It was a labor of love, a testament to the hard work and dedication of the cast and crew, and its impact can still be felt today, as it continues to captivate audiences and inspire new generations of viewers.
Take him away, Sergeant.
In 1966, a wave of science fiction and fantasy programs swept across televisions, filling the void left by the cancellation of earlier shows such as The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits. This period saw the premiere of several iconic series, including Star Trek, Batman, The Green Hornet, Ultraman, It's About Time, and Space Ghost, along with a lesser-known gem called The Time Tunnel. John Saxon, one of the actors featured in this classic, had previously worked alongside Sandra Dee in multiple films, namely The Restless Years, The Reluctant Debutante, and Portrait in Black, before sharing the stage with her again in the 1991 play Love Letters. Although their professional relationship spanned over 3 decades, it began much earlier when both were rising stars in Hollywood. Another notable figure associated with the time tunnel was actress Meriwether, who became linked to the Batman franchise due to her portrayal of Catwoman in the feature film adaptation released in 1966. Interestingly enough, despite common misconceptions, Meriwether didn't don the catsuit during the TV series. That distinction belongs solely to Julie Newmar and Eartha Kitt. However, Meriwether still made significant contributions to the small-screen incarnation of Gotham City by playing another character in 2 separate episodes of the beloved show.
Where's the other one?
He's gone.
Where?
He's with Ulysses.
The Time Tunnel, a 1966 sci-fi series, left an indelible mark on film history. This classic show, known for its time-traveling adventures, laid the groundwork for many future filmmaking techniques. Its influence can be seen in various subsequent works, such as the Back to the Future trilogy and Quantum Leap. By exploring historical events, the series showcased the potential of visual storytelling in conveying complex narratives. The show's innovative use of sets, costumes, and special effects inspired filmmakers to push the boundaries of their craft. As a result, the series played a pivotal role in shaping the science fiction genre. The Time Tunnel's impact transcended its original air date, influencing generations of filmmakers. Its engaging storytelling and groundbreaking visuals resonate with audiences even today. This classic series serves as a testament to the power of imaginative storytelling and the limitless possibilities of the human mind. By stepping into the past and the future, the show captured the hearts of millions, leaving a lasting legacy in the world of film.
Steady. One to go.
Nehemiah Persoff, known for his role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Wrong Man, had a long and varied career in film and television. At the time of his death in April 2022, he was the oldest living collaborator of the renowned director. In The Time Tunnel, Persoff played the character of General Heywood Kirk, the project director of the secret government time travel project. His portrayal added depth and credibility to the show, which followed two scientists as they traveled through time to historical events. Another notable actor in The Time Tunnel was Robert Duvall. Duvall, who has had a distinguished career in film and television, played the ancestor of Robert E. Lee in the movie Gods and Generals. He stepped in for Martin Sheen, who was unable to reprise the role due to his commitment to the West Wing. Lyle Betcher, who played the jealous and mean-spirited elephant trainer Klaus in The Greatest Show on Earth, also had a role in The Time Tunnel. His performance added to the overall quality of the show, which has become a classic in the science fiction genre. In summary, The Time Tunnel featured performances from notable actors such as Nehemiah Persoff, Robert Duvall, and Lyle Betcher. Each actor brought their own unique talents to the show, contributing to its enduring popularity among science fiction fans.
What's the matter?
I heard you.
Prior to his successful career in film, Robert Duvall appeared in the 1966 TV series The Time Tunnel. In this classic, the present year was depicted as 1968, while the show took viewers to various points in history, such as 1883 in Crack of Doom, and 1978 in One Way to the Moon and Town of Terror. Duvall's film career is noteworthy, with appearances in 8 films nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his performances in The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, and won Best Actor for Tender Mercies. The latter film, along with The Godfather, are winners in the category. In Apocalypse Now, Duvall's portrayal of Lieutenant Colonel Bill Kilgore is ranked number 59 on Premiere Magazine's 100 Greatest Movie Characters of All Time. This role, along with his other film performances, has solidified Duvall's status as a talented and accomplished actor.
Wait.
In the Time Tunnel television series, viewers followed the adventures of time travelers Tony Newman and Doug Phillips. But did you know that some of the actors in the show had notable roles outside of it? John Saxon, who portrayed Tony Newman, starred in 2 films about Genghis Khan, Genghis Khan in 1992, and Genghis Khan: The Story of a Lifetime. His career spanned over 6 decades, and he worked in both TV shows and movies. Another cast member was Ross Elliott, who played General Heywood Kirk. Before joining the Time Tunnel, Elliott met actor William Allen while working with the Mercury Players. Their meeting resulted in Elliott appearing in 3 of Allen's productions: Tarantula, As Young as We Are, and The Lively Set. Lastly, John Crawford, known for playing Lieutenant Mason in the Time Tunnel, also had memorable parts elsewhere. For instance, he played Callahan in The Towering Inferno before taking on the role of the mayor in The Enforcer, one of the many appearances of Clint Eastwood's iconic character, Dirty Harry Callahan. These are just a few examples demonstrating how these talented individuals contributed to various projects beyond their work on the Time Tunnel.
And somebody.
In the 1960s, a long-standing friendship between James Darren and the late Julie London led to his casting in the Gene Krupa story. Years later, Darren would find himself working alongside London's second husband again, this time in the most expensive TV series of its time, The Time Tunnel. The production costs were so high that it required 2 large sound stages at 20th Century Fox. Despite being costly and boasting impressive sets, the show lasted merely 1 season, making it the briefest of Irwin Allen's sci-fi series. A remarkable fact considering the grandeur associated with its production. Even today, fans appreciate the effort put into creating this timeless classic. In the classic series, The Time Tunnel, actress Lee Meriwether is known for her character's responsive "I'll try" when asked to do critical tasks. Meriwether gained public recognition for her roles in Barnaby Jones and The Munsters Today. The show's characters, Doug and Tony, initially only interact with English-speaking people, but the language barrier issue becomes apparent in later episodes. Despite arriving in times and places where only foreign languages would be spoken, the characters seem to understand and communicate flawlessly. This inconsistency is overlooked in episodes such as Revenge of the Gods, Devil's Island, Reign of Terror, Invasion, The Revenge of Robin Hood, The Ghost of Nero, The Walls of Jericho, Idol of Death, The Death Merchant, Attack of the Barbarians, and Merlin the Magician. Meriwether's character is central to the series, and her catchphrase adds to her charm. Her acting career extended beyond the time tunnel, with notable roles in other television series. The language barrier issue in the time tunnel is a common trope in shows of the era, including Star Trek, and is often overlooked for the sake of storytelling.
Yes, do you? Well, please look around. I wonder if you can guess the purpose.
In the 1966 TV series The Time Tunnel, it's interesting to note that one of the actors, Carroll O'Connor, had a relative with a background in science. O'Connor's uncle, Hugh O'Connor, was a reporter for the New York Times, perhaps sharing some of the inquisitive nature found in the character he played. John Zaremba, who played Dr. Swain, had a role in the 1963 film No Time Like the Past. In this film, the main character is a scientist who travels back in time, much like the characters in the Time Tunnel. Lyle Betcher, another actor in the series, had a personal connection to sports. His father, Franklin Betcher, was a third baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals. This family background might have influenced Betcher's performance, adding a layer of authenticity to any athletic scenes in the series.
I've made none.
I see.
Well, then there's simply no point.
In the Time Tunnel TV series, viewers can spot familiar faces like John Doucette, known for his work with John Wayne in films such as True Grit. Doucette was part of Wayne's talented troupe, appearing in 4 of his movies. Elliot, another cast member, started his acting journey with Orson Welles' Mercury Theater, and even featured in Welles' renowned radio broadcast War of the Worlds. His experience brought depth to the show. The Time Tunnel also utilized stock footage from 20th Century Fox's film library extensively. This cost-effective approach enabled the creation of epic scenes that would otherwise exceed their television budget constraints. By incorporating existing material, they managed to create impressive visuals for the audience. While working on the stage production of The Big Knife, Carroll O'Connor picked up a smoking habit that he maintained until 1989, when doctors instructed him to quit. In the television series The Time Tunnel, O'Connor played the role of General Heywood Kirk. Nehemiah Persoff, known for his role as Taylor in The Time Tunnel, had a notable presence in films related to the life of Christ. He appeared in The Greatest Story Ever Told in 1965, and The Last Temptation of Christ in 1988. Before achieving success, Robert Duvall shared a residence with Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman in New York. The three were struggling stage actors at the time. Among the trio, Hoffman and Duvall were known for their romantic escapades, while Duvall and Hackman were infamous for their short tempers, which frequently resulted in bar fights. Their camaraderie was strengthened through elaborate practical jokes. In The Time Tunnel, Duvall portrayed Tony Newman.
Lawyer, scholar, writer. It was he who upheld the principles of the ancient republic during the Civil War.
Notably, Nehemiah Persoff, known for his role in The Time Tunnel, experienced personal loss when his wife, Thea Persoff, passed away in 2021, after 70 years of marriage. Now, let's shift focus to Robert Duvall's lineage. His ancestors include none other than Robert E. Lee, and even extend back to President George Washington through marriage ties. In fact, Duvall portrayed Lee in Gods and Generals, while his co-star, Jeff Daniels, played Washington in The Crossing. Speaking of Duvall's accomplishments, his riveting performance as Max Sledge in Tender Mercies ranks high on Premiere Magazine's list of greatest performances of all time. Indeed, both actors have left indelible marks on Hollywood, each contributing memorable roles to various films and shows. Whether it's exploring historical connections or celebrating standout acting achievements, these details add depth to understanding the legacy of those involved in the Time Tunnel and beyond. Who knows what fascinating stories await discovery next?
Come on! All right, Tony.
In the world of 1960s television, The Time Tunnel stands out as a classic example of the era's science fiction offerings. The show's cast was filled with talented actors, each with their own unique backgrounds and experiences. John Hoyt, who played General Heywood Kirk, was a Yale University graduate who served on the editorial board of the campus humor magazine, The Yale Record. His academic background undoubtedly contributed to his ability to bring depth and nuance to his role in the time tunnel. Michael Rennie, who played the enigmatic Mr. Zaroff, attended the Leys School in Cambridge, England. Despite his lean build, he excelled in various sports, including rowing, fencing, cricket, boxing, wrestling, and swimming. This athleticism likely helped him to bring a commanding presence to his role in the show. John Saxon, who appeared in multiple episodes as Tony Vincenzo, had a diverse and prolific career in television and film. He was often the special guest star in many pilots for new TV series, and would frequently reappear as different characters in the same series. His versatility and range as an actor were undoubtedly on display in the time tunnel. In summary, the cast of the time tunnel was made up of talented and accomplished actors, each with their own unique backgrounds and experiences. Their contributions to the show helped to make it the classic that it remains to this day.
Can you get into safety?
Take him to the field hospital.
In the ID badges used in the time tunnel, you'll notice the term TikTok accompanied by a number. This detail, while seemingly minor, adds an interesting layer to the show's narrative. James T. Callahan, one of the actors in this classic, has an interesting post-time tunnel career. As of 28, he has been featured in the Scooter Store commercials. It's always intriguing to see how actors' careers evolve after being part of a memorable production. Robert Duvall, another cast member, has a unique familial connection. He is the middle brother of three, and both his elder brother William Duvall and younger brother John Duvall appeared in his film Angelo, My Love in 1983. This familial involvement in his work is a testament to the bonds within the Duvall family.
Me to London on official business. Will you provide quarters for them?
In the Time Tunnel series, Michael Ansara made a significant impact as the same character across multiple shows. His portrayal of Mr. Freeze, also known as Dr. Victor Fries, can be seen in Batman the Animated Series, The New Batman Adventures, and Batman Beyond. Meanwhile, Carroll O'Connor had his fair share of near misses before landing his iconic role. He auditioned for the part of Skipper Jonah Grumby on Gilligan's Island, but the producers found him to be too unsympathetic. The role eventually went to Alan Hale Jr. Robert Duvall, on the other hand, has shared the screen with 8 Oscar-winning acting performances. These include Gregory Peck in To Kill a Mockingbird, John Wayne in True Grit, Marlon Brando in The Godfather, Robert De Niro in The Godfather Part 2, and Jeff Bridges in Crazy Heart, among others.
And how are you going to stop us?
I am a powerful wizard.
In the Time Tunnel series, Perry Lopez, who played Tony Newman, had a notable career beyond the show. He gained fame for playing Lieutenant Lou Escobar in the 1974 film Chinatown, along with its sequel, The Two Jakes in 1990. Interestingly, Whit Bissell, known as General Kirk, was in 2 adaptations of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, one in 1960 and another in 1978. Michael Rennie, who portrayed Doug Phillips, had an unusual experience while training as a fighter pilot in the U.S. during World War II. After telling his classmates that he was a movie actor, they laughed it off. However, when they watched Ships with Wings together, Rennie suddenly appeared on the screen, leaving them stunned and silent. His acting career indeed preceded his military service.
No, don't trouble about that. It's too late for that. It's too late.
In the TV series The Time Tunnel, both Ross Elliott and Michael Rennie experienced personal struggles during their time on set. Elliott, who played a role on the daytime soap opera General Hospital, became upset and left, leading to another actor taking over his character. This decision proved costly for Elliott, causing him to lose out on years of steady work. Meanwhile, Rennie, known for his roles in films like The Day the Earth Stood Still and Mary Mary, struggled with smoking-related health issues throughout his career. Despite frequent hospitalizations during the run of Mary Mary, he continued to act, even having his voice dubbed in some productions due to his declining health. Co-star Perry Lopez also faced challenges when he passed away from lung cancer while working on The Time Tunnel. His legacy lives on through his contributions to television and film, despite the circumstances surrounding his untimely death. These actors each brought their unique talents and experiences to the screen, making The Time Tunnel a memorable piece of entertainment. In the TV series The Time Tunnel, actors Lyle Betcher and Ross Elliott brought their own unique experiences to the screen. Before becoming a regular cast member in the series, Becher attended the Haverford School where he was known for his talent in drama. He later graduated from the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in 1937. Meanwhile, Elliott had already made his film debut in The Burning Cross, a movie about the Ku Klux Klan, and played another role as a Klansman in Storm Warning. Another notable connection among the cast members is between Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton, who both starred together in All in the Family. Their collaboration began years earlier when they met during an episode of The Defenders. Clearly, these individuals had impressive careers prior to joining the Time Tunnel, contributing to the richness of this classic television series.
These orders have all been confirmed by
Washington, top priority, but we're wasting time.
In the early 1950s, actor Michael Rennie had a brief appearance in the science fiction film The Day the Earth Stood Still, but one particular scene showing his character expressing emotion was ultimately removed. Years later, Rennie would again cross paths with the ill-fated ocean liner Titanic through two separate projects. First, providing the off-screen narration for the 1953 film adaptation, and then playing Captain Edward J. Smith in the pilot episode of the TV series The Time Tunnel. Notably, this initial episode utilized tinted stock footage from the previous movie to depict the thrilling adventures of two intrepid explorers traveling back in time and finding themselves on board the sinking vessel. Meanwhile, fellow actor Carol O'Connor shared a connection with Jonathan Harris dating back to their days together at the University of Montana's Student Theater Company, where they studied drama concurrently. Ironically enough, O'Connor narrowly missed out on securing the role of Dr. Zachary Smith in the popular space-age serial Lost in Space, a coveted part eventually claimed by none other than Harris himself.
Opposite polarity attract each other, sir.
The magnetic forces would blow out every power unit in this complex.
In July 2021, Nehemiah Persoff, an accomplished actor, saw the publication of his memoir, The Many Faces of Nehemiah. Persoff has an interesting connection to the world of classic television. Following the death of Norman Lloyd, Persoff became the oldest living male Star Trek actor at 101, with Marcia Hunt, also a Star Trek actor, holding the title for the oldest living actor of either sex at 104. All three of them made appearances on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Interestingly, The Time Tunnel, another classic TV series, holds a special place in the hearts of both Persoff and its creator, Irwin Allen. Despite its single-season run, Allen considered The Time Tunnel his favorite show. Persoff, who appeared in the series, shares this fondness for the adventure-filled program that captured the imagination of audiences in the 1960s.
Oh no! Oh no, he's lying! He's lying! No!
John Crawford, an experienced actor, left his mark in 4 Irwin Allen sci-fi television series, including Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space, The Time Tunnel, and Land of the Giants. His versatile acting skills were also showcased in the disaster films The Poseidon Adventure and The Towering Inferno.
Is it sane to leave the...
Michael Rennie, known for his role in The Time Tunnel, shared a close friendship with Tyrone Power during their time at 20th Century Fox. They appeared together in several films, including The Black Rose and I'll Never Forget You. Carol O'Connor, another actor in the series, made a significant impact off-screen. After the drug-related suicide of his son, O'Connor played a crucial role in the passage of the Drug Dealers Civil Liability Act in California. This act allows citizens to sue drug dealers they believe are responsible for the drug-related deaths of family members. When it comes to the filming locations for The Time Tunnel, all outdoor scenes were shot in Southern California, creating a slight discrepancy when the characters travel to locations with different climates. To address this, interior scenes for these locations were often filmed on sound stages. Did The Time Tunnel leave a lasting impression on you? This classic 1966 TV series might have been a significant part of your childhood memories. We'd love to hear about how this show impacted you personally or influenced your perspective on cinema. Perhaps you were fascinated by the groundbreaking special effects, or maybe the thrilling time travel adventures sparked your imagination. Whatever your connection to The Time Tunnel, we'd love to hear your stories. Feel free to share your memories, experiences, and thoughts with us. Your engagement, whether it's through likes, shares, or subscriptions, helps us create more cinematic explorations that resonate with our audience. So, don't be shy. Tell us about the first time you watched the series, your favorite episode, or how it inspired you. Let's reminisce about this iconic show together. We can't wait to hear from you.
What began this battle?
Paris stole Helen away from Sparta and brought her